Hi, welcome to the channel. In this short tutorial, I'm going to show you how to conduct the Kaplan Meier Survival analysis in SPSS Statistical software. Now, for you to run the Kaplan Meier Survival analysis, you basically need to have three columns of information. The event of interest can be death. It can also be the occurrence of a particular thing, maybe a side effect, maybe a drop off from a treatment program, or any other thing that is of concern and of interest. In many instances, death is what is considered, and that's why you get the name survival analysis. So, in this instance, we are using death, like I said, and so the time the event occurs for each subject is noted. So, for example, serial number 4 did not die at the 28th day. So, one important thing to note about running a Kaplan Meier survival analysis is that all the subjects that do not die as at the end of the study. In this instance, the study terminated on day 28. And so every subject that did not die on the 28th day, the status of the event is did not die, and the event day or the time it occurred is 28. And this actually amounts to censorship. You censor all the subjects that are still alive at the end of the study. So all the subjects that did not die are actually censored. Now, for those who died, the day they died was recorded. So you have two sets of information: the status of the event and the day the event occurred. Now, in order to run the Kaplan Meier survival analysis, in our variable view, we need to define the issue of status. So if we double click on your status, it takes you here. Now you notice that under values, I've defined 0 to mean did not die and 1 to mean died. So you can look at it from 0 meaning no death, 1 meaning death. So we OK and we go back to our data. So once you have your data having the minimum of these three variables, you can run your Kaplan Meier survival analysis. Now, to run the analysis, you simply go to Analyze and you go to Survival. And when you get to Survival, you go to Kaplan Meier. That's all. Now, the factor for us here is the group, which is the treatment. So we put that group factor under factor. The next thing is time. When did the event occur? And that's what we've defined here as event day. You can also call it time, depending on whatever you want in your variable naming. So we call it time. The last thing is the status, which we've also defined as status, whether the event occurred or did not occur. Don't forget that we have said 0 represents did not occur and 1 represents death. So we say that. And you find it said we should define the event. So we need to define the event. And we have said that 0 means the event did not occur, while 1 means the event occurred. So we put 1 as the event occurred and we say continue. That's all. We are ready to go. But we may also want to see a few other things, including the Kaplan Meier survival analysis plot. So we go to options and you can see the survival tables are there, mean and median survival. We can also have the survival plot. So let's put that as well. And then we say continue and we are good to go. But what if we want to compare factors? We can also do that. We can also use the log rank, the Breslow, and the Taron-Ware test. But for this particular instance, let's look at the log rank, which will tell us what happened at the end of the study period. Is there a significant difference in terms of survival at the end of the day? So we go for that and we say OK. And SPSS runs that for us nicely in just a few seconds. Now, you have the output here. And of course, you have your normal basic information: vehicle control, total 9, the number of events that occurred. Now, what this is telling us is this is the total sample size for each group, and this is the number of events that occurred. So the vehicle control, there were 2 deaths, diabetic 8, this 7, and so forth. Total number 60 in the study, total number that had the event is 22. Now, the survival table is very interesting, and I will just briefly shadow on that. So you have 12 subjects, don't forget. And first of all, on day 26th, you had one subject here died. Time, 26th day, the status died. So when one is taken out of 12, it leaves us with 0.917. On day 27, another one died, leaving us with 0.833. Now, you can see the cumulative number of events has increased from 1 here to 2, and then the cumulative survivor is 0.833. And because none died again, all the way through to the end, you don't see anything, meaning that that's the percentage you have. So none died, the number keeps going down until you get to the end. So that gives you the same story all over the place. So for the diabetic control, you have on the 7th day, one died like that, and the survival gets to 0.33 on the 8th, and none died again until the last day. These ones did not die, they survived. So that's how you can see it. Now let's go to the most important thing here. You can see the overall comparison. It tells us that there is a significant overall comparison at the level of 0.002, which means there is a significant difference in the survival rate of the 5 treatment groups. Now, this table also tells us the means and the median of survivors. So you can see the estimate of the means and then mean survivor and the median that you can find. But more importantly, we can also see the cumulative survival curve. This is the Kaplan Meier survival curve. This Kaplan Meier survival curve tells the entire story. So you can see that this particular color has the highest survival at the end of the study, followed by this, and then this has the lowest survival. It is this that the log rank has already done a comparison for us and has told us that there is a difference. And so this is how simple it is to run your Kaplan Meier survival analysis. You also have the survival curve, and you also have the survival tables along with it. If you've enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, give a thumbs up, share, and turn on the notification bell so that you can get updates when new videos are uploaded.